everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Blades in the Dark, Thicker Than Water, our mini TTRPG campaign going on in between our big D&D stuff. My name is Star. I will be your Blade Master, your Game Master for this season, and woo, I can't see. Let's go around and say hello to our cast, starting with Kristen.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I play Asmus.
Hello, I am Helen. I play Kiki, and I'm still sick.
I am Ezra, and I play Adonis.
Hi, I'm Carolee, and I play Indy.
Welcome to episode 4 of our Blades in the Dark series, and it's time to Blades! Doo-doo-doo! Previously on Thicker Than Water, our gang of the Vital Vendettas search for a way to take down Cyrus Blackmore and the demon within, that they assume is within at least. And they found going to the Dimmer Sisters, a gang of recluse, housebound witches, possibly, was a good way to get information on that. And they promised that they would help with information and also supplies were they to retrieve the spirits that were possessing the city council. The Reconciled, who were these spirits, had possessed two members of Thaddeus Sylvasta and Lord Strangford, one of the two being the father of Armis Indigo that we have right here. They went through, Indy did a wonderful reunited and it feels so good with her father, and he said some hurtful things, but he didn't mean any of them. And you were able to get both of the ghosts back from, and also have Lord Strangford, the meanest member of the city council, see all your faces. The Dimmer Sisters have access to the ghosts now and are working with them to work on the demon devices and help with that. And they got information on the fact that the demon himself has been in contact with the Blackmore family for generations. You'll notice today that our friend Lindsay is not here. Rufus is out. At the end of last episode, his work warehouse exploded with his coworkers and colleagues and a couple of his bosses with them. And to access a lot of the Leviathan hunting equipment that will be used to help take down a demon, Rufus has gone on an excursion with a Leviathan hunter, Lawrence Walland. So Rufus himself is going to be gone for a couple weeks up to a month while he tries to figure that out and get the gang access to Leviathan hunting supplies. Before we get into this episode, though, everyone is going to level up, and we're doing this in a little different way than Blades in the Dark is used to. Blades in the Dark is kind of made in a way where it is very difficult to level up and it takes time. We have 6 episodes. So we're going to let everyone choose 1 dot to add to their action sheet, and then also 1 more special ability, either from their sheet or there's an ability called Veteran that lets you take something from someone else's. So we're going to go ahead and start and go down the line, starting with Kristen. Kristen, where did you put your dot, and what is your new special ability?
So I'm going, since I am a slide, which is a subtle manipulator or a spy, or a spy, I'm going to put a dot in command. And then my special ability, I was thinking trust in me, which is, it says you get a 1 die versus a target with whom you have an intimate relationship with, which I'm a little bit confused on the wording, but
you get plus 1d versus a target with whom you have an intimate relationship with. All right, so with trust in me, whenever you are interacting with someone you have an intimate relationship with, if you're trying to sway them or steal from them or fight them, you can get plus 1d. And you also have the flashback ability, which means you can flashback, have an intimate relationship with someone if it makes sense.
yeah. And it did not specify that it had to be like a intimate relationship with them, like, you know,
like a close relationship. You don't have to have slept with them, but you can if you want to. And ain't that life?
Can you want? That's what Asmus is going to do.
Oh yeah, okay. So anyone you slept with, that's fine. All right. Thank you, Asmus. So you've got 1 in command and the new ability, Trust in Me. Now we're going to go up to Helen. Helen, where's your dot? What's your ability?
So I put another dot into study, which brings me up to 2 because I'm a student, so it made sense. And I'm taking the special ability expertise. So when I specifically use prowl, since that is kind of my specialty, and I lead a group action, using that action, I only suffer 1 stress at most, regardless of the number of failed rolls.
I'm gonna put my dot in finesse because does Adonis already have 2 dots? Yes. Does he roll badly every single time? Also yes. I'm also gonna take the ability Tempest. You can push yourself to do one of the following: unleash a stroke of lightning as a weapon, or summon a storm in your immediate vicinity. Torrential rain, roaring winds, heavy fog, chilling frost, snow, etc.
For Indy, I took another point in Hunt, taking her to 3 in Hunt. And then took an ability from another tree called Cloak and Dagger, which if you're using a disguise basically to try to convince someone of something, you can add an extra dice to that roll if the disguise is specifically related to the convincing.
All right, and as we move forward on our recap, we're gonna go ahead and do downtime right now. We're gonna go back around quickly to just the 2 downtime activities that everyone's done. So starting, we'll start from the bottom and go up. Actually, this time, Carolee, what were your 2 downtime activities?
Shocker. I was not, no, just kidding. I am ready. I am going to probably after this whole ordeal with her father, she's probably not going to be around much, and she's going to be probably hanging out with Remy because she doesn't like. Yeah, she shared that with them, that's her family and it's her father, but like, he's the one who really knows everything, and so she would be more comfortable kind of chilling with him. And we are going to have him help her heal because
Got it.
she is super injured.
That's
Well,
right.
not super.
You're not doing
Hands are
great.
bleeding. Yeah.
Remind me what your current level harm is and what it is.
So my harm level is 2, and my hands are bleeding and like gashed and stuff. I would assume she did some sort of
Wrapping it up, yeah.
in the moment, obviously, but
yeah, so it's not getting worse, but it's not getting better. So what are you doing to heal? And remember, we'll say because he's helping you, you can add 1 die to it.
Probably applying just like, I mean, what you do, you put a bunch of band-aids on it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, probably it would be hard to wrap your own hands, so he's probably just helping her wrap them with bandages and stuff better. Trust me, I've actually tried to wrap my own hands. It's not easy.
I would say you could do finesse, you could do sway for this, survey, study, stuff like that.
Let's do sway. That's a 4 and a 5, so 5.
All right, that's going to be 2 sections of your clock, your healing clock. And for your second downtime activity, what are you doing?
Indy can't really do much right now with her hands related to assassinating people, but I think she's gonna go to the to Bazo Baz again, probably with Remy, and offer information for their help to hopefully get that last sort of tick.
I don't think there is anything you could roll that would not fill it up, so you can go ahead and fill it up as your second action. And we'll say your crew is now allies with the Lamplocks, which means they will offer assistance when you need it, but also will expect you to do the same. And aren't quite friends, but they will go out of their way to help you at some point.
And I would fill Bazo Baz in about the bad stuff happening, so potentially we have the Lamplocks on our side for anything we do. I almost said Count Dooku for some reason. I was like against Count Dooku. I don't know why. Against Blackmore.
All right, that is wonderful. We're gonna go now back up to Ezra. What has Adonis been up to?
He's gonna heal first. Just like drinking a shit ton of water, making sure he gets enough sleep, which is a change for him because he does not sleep a whole lot. Yeah, just trying to like not feel like dizzy or woozy.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll, and remember you can add 1 more because you have a doctor rubbing your back.
Highest was a 4.
All right, that fills in the last 2 sections of your clock. So that level 1 harm woozy is all the way down. You are no longer feeling blood loss.
For my other action, I want to work on soul count.
All right. Soul Count is a ritual that you found that will allow you to sense souls in the area and distinguish between people and ghosts. So go ahead and roll how you're working on that. It could be attune, it could be study, stuff like that.
You'll put attune because that's out of attune or study. I'm better at attune, so
I think either one's fine. Attuning makes sense because it's a ghost thing.
3 and a 4.
A 4. All right, that is 4. So you're gonna put 2 dots in that. That is 4 out of 6, I believe, that you have done.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And
Kiki is going to read up on how to set a broken toe.
okay.
And also probably ask Adonis for help because he big strunk boy and she
He will definitely
girl
because he feels bad.
I'll say yes, you can, but how the game mechanics work, he can't roll anything to help you with it because he's already used to downtime activities.
Yes.
Damn it.
Would I be able to use my +1 or no?
You can use a +1 if you go to the vet.
Yeah, sure. We'll do it at the vet's office with Cassandra watching over us. It's a 5.
Nice. That is 2 sections for your healing clock.
Okay.
While Cassandra is in the corner going, you guys know that you just gotta wait for a toe to heal by itself, right? You can't heal it.
That is in fact what she learned while she was looking up how to set a toe, but she's still gonna try. Her second downtime action is just gonna be continuing to try and heal that toe.
Absolutely, go ahead. Also, because you have 2 level 1 harms, if you complete this, that means that both of your harms are healed.
Ooh, so for this one, we'll say she's icing her ankle.
Nice. She's got a messed up foot area.
Yeah, like one foot has a broken toe, the other ankle's twisted. Like, she's not doing so hot.
Cassandra offered to amputate, but then found out they were on 2 different feet and went, oh, I guess not.
I rolled a 6.
All right, that fills up your clock. You have no harm left.
Hey, I am a healed girl.
Now that they have a little break in between scores, that's what it's called, Asmus is going to look around the house, well, his apartment, for things. A box with a silver scaled ring with an emerald in the center.
I'll say, you know what? I'll say you can find the box easily. It opens up. Find the ring. You're not really looking for it. You're just looking around, going through stuff, and you find the box. You find silver scaled ring with an emerald in it, and next to it you find a necklace of small rubies with the biggest ruby just taken out of the necklace.
This necklace sounds important, I say skeptically.
You could make me a roll to remember if Sarah had ever told you about it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a survey. Do I get an extra die because it's someone I was intimate with?
I will say yes. This is about Ceridwen stuff, and your ability lets you... Yeah, you were intimate with her.
Okay, well, it didn't help anyway. 5.
Yeah, 5. You remember her telling you the story of how she stole the ruby necklace of the Ruby of Tycheros. A ruby that was said to have protected a princess from demon possession hundreds of years ago. She told you that she hid it, and she has shown it to you before, I'd say. And you know that the Ruby of Tycheros is the main piece of this necklace, but that one is missing.
Do I remember if it was there before?
Yes, you do. It was there before. The last time you saw it, you would say, was a couple days before you came home, and Vesper had a bone with a note in it.
Great. Okay. So he's going to grab all things, just kind of stare at the ring, a little confused, but he's gonna put it on anyway. And then head to the vet. I can think of words. He's going to head to the vet and tell them, hey, this is suspicious.
You head to the vet. The only one at the moment there is Indy. As today, Kiki is taking a big test in her spectrology courses. And Adonis has actually showed up, is leaving a secret compartment in the academy, is stepping outside. And Adonis, you are in the hallway. When you see someone, you see Professor Ravenwood, one of Lilith's professors, holding a box with all of her stuff in it and walking down the hall.
I think you definitely meant to say one of Kiki's professors and not one of
Oh,
Lilith's.
did I say yours?
You said one of Lilith's professors. I'm like, that's Professor Ravenwood's first name.
I know. I was trying to say Lilith Ravenwood, the spectrology professor, and I was looking at Helen on my screen when I said your, and I was like, as if I could manifest that to you, I guess. Okay. It was
No, I realized it was one of Kiki's professors because it was also when they first met. Like,
yes.
Raymond was one of the professors. Hey, professor. He's gonna like go up and try to catch up to her.
Oh, hello, young man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, just lost my fucking job, but what else can you say?
Wait, what happened?
I can't speak of it much. I'm sure Headmaster Cardera knows what he's doing before he steps down.
Stepping down?
Yes, honey, Headmaster Cardera is going to be stepping down. Someone else will be taking up the reins as headmaster.
Do you know who?
I don't know. The professors are talking about it's someone from old money. Someone that Cardera owes something to.
Are any other professors?
I don't know any specifics on anyone else. But if you're after someone else right now, if you have some questions about another professor, I'm sure Professor Haig is still in her office.
Okay. Thank you, and I hope things turn out well for you. I'm very sorry about this.
Okay, I'll just go home. I mean, the Dimmer Sister Mansion is always open, so I'll just head back there. And then she stops and she goes, "Don't tell anyone I told you that," and then walks away. Professor Lilith Ravenwood has been fired from Grimlock Academy, and you turn, and what are you doing right now?
He is off to go find Professor Haig. Because, like, Ravenwood has been fired, but in his head, he does have bigger priorities in the academy and more stuff that he's worried about.
You head to Professor Haig, a witch professor. She's got black hair that's all like poofed out, and dark eyes. She's sitting at her desk. It looks like she's writing down something. From a distance, you would think she's grading papers, but when you look up, you realize she's writing what would seem to be gibberish, but in her mind, it's like her chicken scratch that she knows what she's saying. But as you approach her desk, you see a familiar, tall, lanky form with brown hair talking to her in hushed whispers. As you walk up to Winsley, he's going, "Look, I don't know what to do here." At her. He's like, "Well, I can't help you, dearie. At this point, everyone's gonna..." And then they notice that you're there and go, "Oh." Winsley looks over, he goes, "Oh, hey, Adonis, what's up?"
Hey, I was just leaving classroom and saw Professor Ravenwood got fired.
They both kind of sigh, and Winsley puts his like, he does this. He's just like, and you see a little tiny rat head also go out and go like, like a little rat head is also, they're like mimicking each other. As Haig goes, "Oh yes, she was let go earlier today."
What happened exactly?
Well, close the door behind you, love.
Closes it.
He asked too many questions, essentially. The headmaster owes something to one of the older families in Grimlock. Has been helping them with their research. I would even dare to say he knows them and all of their work that they've been doing on an intimate level. And Professor Ravenwood dared question his work, his involvement with these spirits, and is gone.
Okay. He told me that he was stepping down. You know who's replacing him?
You hear Winsley just give a big scoff. He's like, ugh. Yeah. But have you guys told him about Blackmore? He looks back.
He has no secrets from Winsley.
He looks back at you and makes eye contact with you, and he's like, you know, from what I hear, it's nothing personal.
What's that supposed to mean?
He winks at you.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Fucker's gonna take over the whole city.
He's looking at me, he's like, I'm really sorry, but, and then looks at Haig, he's like, will our thing be okay?
He sighs into her hands and goes, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. It depends on any personal vendettas he has, if he keeps some things safe or not. But it's not set to happen. At the end of the month, Cardera leaves. Not set to happen till then.
Okay. I will go see if I can do anything on my end. Hopefully I can. Yeah. I'm just gonna go do that. Then he looks at Winter. He's like, okay, I'll talk to you later. And he leaves.
Before you leave, you hear a bell go in the distance, signifying the top of the hour. Winsley looks panicked for a second and goes, oh shit, okay. And starts to run out the door. He bumps into you, and you see some of his papers and letters fall from him. Go to pick them up, and you notice familiar names on the letters. And among the names, you see one of them scribbled off, and you see Blackmore at the end of it. You see at least 4 of these letters are dated Blackmore in the past few months. Walks out of the room.
Adonis is going to pocket them and keep them safe, and is then going to immediately go to or at least wait inside the academy for her to be done with her test before both of them probably going to the hideout.
All right. You finish your test. Do you explain everything on the way there? Do you wait till you get somewhere safe? What do you do?
He's gonna wait until they get somewhere safe.
Okay. Yeah, the test was hard, Kiki. It was hard. Which, honestly, usually, you're very intellectual, usually wouldn't be such a huge problem, but you've had so many other things on your mind that it's been hard to, focus, and you guys eventually make it back to the hideout, and Adonis has been sweating weirdly this whole time. The whole way back, and won't say anything about it. And you guys arrive. You guys see, Timothy is walking back and forth on the desk, going and if Rufus is here, I can stand here, and I can jump out and scare him when he gets back. Good, okay. But what if I do this instead? And, he's, walking around where Rufus would be sitting. Basically, a pet missing their owner, just where is Rufus? And when you guys walk in, he comes over and he's like, oh my god, guys, look at this. And then he just starts climbing up the wall. Like, I can climb up walls now.
Hey, where's everyone else?
Huh? Oh, they're in the back. And they fall down.
Okay.
He
does not pay attention to it.
Okay.
Kiki will give him a little pat as she walks by him.
Aw. Asmus and Indy both show up at the same time, essentially, coming from the direction of the vet, as if they had both been giving their pets like checkups. And you guys are all in the hideout. I will also say that your hedgehog, whose name eludes me, but don't tell me because I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
Corsica. God, I should always know that. Corsica jumps out of your hand and goes and sits next to the spider, and they both just like stand next to each other. Like,
Hey, be good now.
they both stare at each other, and then you hear Corsica just going. And then you just hear Timothy go, "I smell like metal." And that's it. And what are you guys doing?
Asmus is kind of like a bit anxious, and he's gonna pull out the necklace. Something's going on. I mean, we already knew that, but this is important. This gem wasn't missing before, and now it's missing, and very powerful ruby. And it was Ceridwen's.
What
And
does
I think
that
that
mean?
bastard took it.
But yeah, what does it mean though?
It can protect. It doesn't make sense that he would take it. I don't know his plan. But it's to protect from demon possession. I'm say skeptically as I try to remember the actual meaning of it.
It protects against demons, but there is the history
Against
behind it is
demons.
that it protected a princess from either a demon attacking or a demonic possession. The history is unclear.
That, but in Asmus's voice.
Why would someone in cahoots with a demon need to be protected against? Protected? Protected.
They're not as in cahoots as we thought.
That's what I'm thinking. That, or he may want to take over the demon. He seems like he's always one step ahead of us.
Then Adonis is going to pull out the letters that he got from Winsley. It's like he is also planning on taking over the academy and becoming the headmaster. Current headmaster is supposed to step down by the end of the month.
What would he gain from that?
Control, I guess.
If it would be possible, Kiki somehow goes even paler.
If it would be possible.
I see her veins a lot more prominently now.
He can't let that happen for a multitude of reasons.
You good, Kiki?
No.
What's going on?
She's gonna make direct eye contact with Adonis and just be like, do you trust them enough? I think I do, but for my thing, not yours, don't worry.
I think we kind of have to tell them both.
Okay.
Timothy puts a spider hand on your hand and goes, "I trust you."
I mean, I trusted you guys to tell you enough
Yeah.
about my family.
Yeah. Please do not in any way take this personally. It just goes against literally everything that I've done for the last 10 years of my life. The entire reason that I'm here in Grimlock is to kill Chauncey. AKA the head administrator.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, wasn't Chauncey Timothy's boyfriend? I just love the names.
I did just call him Cardera for the entire opening instead of saying his first name at
I couldn't-
all.
And I couldn't remember what you said, and I was like, Chauncey's stuck in my head.
Chauncey.
The head administrator.
Oh. Yeah.
And now that becomes complicated because if I succeed, it makes it even easier for Blackmore.
Oh, I was gonna say we could just go do that right now. But that's true.
Wait. Who sent you on this mission?
My entire family, my people, everyone. I'm here on behalf of a lot of people.
So people from Titros.
Yes.
I would say right now, Asmus. Everyone starts with an. You guys both start with an A. Asmus, you have been back to Titros a couple times since you came. You remember about 20 years ago, a disease broke out in Titros, causing what people would. A lot of people consider people from Titros to be descended from demons. This disease amplified any demonic abilities and turned people into monsters, and there was no way to cure it. You weren't sure what happened, but you knew that your family, your friends were safe. And most of the people that you knew had moved away from Titros, so it wasn't a huge deal for you personally. But you had, now that you're thinking about it, you've heard the name Chauncey before, you think he might have had something to do with that.
Okay, I'm starting to kind of remember now. Great. We got more on our plate.
Yep.
Adonis, where did you get these papers?
I bumped into a friend of ours, and Adonis is gonna look at Kiki, and the top of the hour, he rushed out of the room, and these fell from his pocket.
Indy wants to pick one up and read it.
Okay. It says, crossed out Blackmore. It's dated 1 week ago, and it is from a Blackmore. Addressed to Winsley. You can see Winsley's name on it, actually. You see his full name on there. Let me pull up Winsley's full name, because I remember it being funny. And I feel
Wait,
like
so it's addressed to a Blackmore, and then in the letter it says Winsley?
Winsley Bromley. No, it's addressed to Winsley Bromley. And then in the from, it's like crossed out Blackmore.
Does it say anything else?
Does it match the handwriting from the letters we got before, or is it different?
You can roll to check.
So Indy had seen Winsley at the party when we snuck into the thing with the party.
Yeah,
Indy would have recognized if Winsley was Edwin.
You would recognize if Winsley was Edwin. He is not Edwin. You know that. You look at the handwriting. It is similar, but not the same.
Interesting.
Can I pull out the save the date that would be there still and see if the Edwin Blackmore matches? Oh wait, these are just letters coming to Winsley, not necessarily letters going away from Winsley.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see anything coming away from him. You just see stuff that's to him. None of the handwriting matches anything from this handwriting.
What do they say? Because I picked one up and read it.
Read it. It's just the outer. I'll say actually most of them are just the outer casing. The letter itself is not in it. But you can see one of them that has bits of the letter in it that look like it was ripped up, and it's like it has bits that say, "Hope all is well. Check on for me. I can't come to you. It's getting too dangerous. Maybe you should get out."
Asmus is going to do the secret spy thing with the pencil, where you gently put the pencil over the paper and get the imprint.
Okay. I don't know if that would work because the paper's ripped in these places, so I don't think that would work. The reason it's just those little bits is because it's ripped.
But on the other one,
On the other one, it's the envelopes.
dang. Never mind then.
It is still possible
brain.
to find the letters, but just not here.
Search Winsley's room.
Honestly, though, like,
here's the thing. Do we think that if we ask Winsley about this, he would be honest with us and show us, or do we think we would have to be sneaky about it?
I mean, you two are his friends. You two can probably talk, and then me and Indy can sneak into his room while you distract him.
It's true.
I mean, you did say he kind of shared information with you already, Adonis, so...
But if he's hiding stuff, like especially stuff to do with the Blackmore,
I can just follow him.
yeah, I think that would work.
And just see if anything, just see if anything's going up if y'all want to try to do the honesty sneaky thing. Or not the honesty sneaky thing, the honest conversation thing.
I at least want to try it. I don't want to...
Immediately pin him as the bad guy.
Yeah, you don't want to assume the worst of your friend. That's reasonable.
I also don't want to violate his privacy if it's not
Yeah.
necessary.
well, you don't
I
have
mean-
to. I will.
Yeah, or I mean, just show him you could just say, hey, you dropped these the other day and I wanted to return them. Because that is a
Yeah.
thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And just see what he says.
Yeah.
I think Kiki and Adonis should go together because they are his friends. They're going to be more capable. Indy, maybe you sneak behind in case things go south, and then I will go to his room and try to find anything suspicious. I know what we're looking for.
We're not trying to kill him, right?
No,
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
no.
What if things go south, though?
Apprehend, try not to kill if necessary.
Okay. Can we do this in the open?
I can definitely get him to my dorm. to
Is there a
talk.
window in your dorm?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys putting this as a score or as a thing to do before a score? What's your thought here?
Will this be considered a score? A DM?
Was this
DM?
out of character question for the GM? Was this intended to be a score?
No. It was intended to be, here's a little thing, and then you continue on. But this makes a lot of sense for what you're doing. Makes a lot of sense.
Is there such thing as a mini score?
Mini score?
No, but I got it
I mean,
covered.
like a quicker score.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
If we do this as a score, it's not gonna like completely fuck up your plans.
No, I've got it
Okay.
covered. When are you guys
Okay.
doing
Oh, no.
this?
Now.
Yeah,
now,
like,
right
like
now?
today.
Okay.
Indy grabs her
Yeah.
cello case. Let's go.
Asmus is gonna make sure he gets the address of, the room.
The address of
Winsley
the dorm
safe.
room that's in the castle? Okay.
Well, he'll know
With
the
the window.
specific dorm room that he's trying to get into, and Kiki and Adonis are basically going to be making sure that Winsley isn't there. So,
Mm.
Indy is gonna go find a tall building that faces her window.
Are you gonna snipe him?
If it comes down to it, I don't
know.
want to kill Winsley, but if we have to, I hated saying that. I was like, oh my god.
Popular character Winsley. Hold on.
Oh,
May or may not die.
All right,
Guys,
everyone,
I'm so scared.
tell me what kind of score you're doing then. We
I would
have
say it's different for everybody though, because we're all taking different points of infiltration.
to do one main one that you kind of like
Yeah.
are all.
I feel like then the main one would be social because none of the other stuff is happening without Kiki and Adonis pulling Winsley away.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
This will be the starting one. Where is everyone? Everyone, be prepared to tell me where you're going when we start. I won't say like. Actually, okay. Tell me what's your all starting points? What's everyone's starting points?
uh,
Okay,
Go ahead.
actually, don't tell me that. Wait until after we do load and I how many dice I have so that it'll be fresh in my mind before I have to do all the adding. So
Sure.
everyone say how much load you have and how much you're carrying. I will say if some of you guys want to be heavy, it would make more sense because you could just have a backpack on you. You won't be as targeted as if you didn't have heavy.
I was gonna say, like, Kiki and Adonis could easily have a heavy load and just have a bag in her room full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do heavy.
Yep.
Just in case.
Asmus is going light again.
Okay.
Indy has to be normal.
And I'm sure Adonis too told Asmus any secret tunnels to go through. I say skeptically.
They both probably would have
Yeah.
let you know if there's anything that will be helpful to you that way wise around the school.
Okay. All right. You guys have your load marked. We're gonna do engagement roll. This is a social operation. 1D for sheer luck. Is it bold or daring? Not really. You're talking to Winsley. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? Not really. You're talking to Winsley. Does this plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them with their weakest? Winsley is gullible. We'll add 1 for that. Does the target have particularly defensive or special preparations? Not really. He has a crush on both of you. Can any friends or contacts provide aid or insight? No. Well, actually, you guys go to the school. Why not? Are any enemies or rivals involved? No. Any other elements to consider? No, you're talking to Winsley. Let's do... This is a 3 die.
Oh, I don't like the giggle.
It's a 2 and a 3 and a 5. So you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I just like to always have the giggle ready. Also, I was still laughing at you're talking to Winsley. I'm cracking myself up at this point.
Like, no, you're talking to Winsley. You're not in danger yet.
Does it hit a weak point? He's gullible and has a crush on both of you, and I'm like, okay.
I love that this campaign is a big old poly group. Like, I love it.
Oh, 100%.
This is what
It's an
happens
entire polycule.
when you get gays together.
Look,
It's
let's
the
be
nature.
totally honest. This campaign is ending with an orgy. Like,
I really have to tell my family not to watch this one. Hi, Uncle Mike.
Yes.
We're starting off with a 5 engagement roll, which is a mixed result. You're in a risky position. You guys go to talk to Winsley. Do you guys meet him? Where do you guys meet him?
I mean, they both kind of know wherever he's gonna be on campus at any given time, so wherever he would be at the approximate time we get to campus.
You guys left after the exam, so 2 p.m. You're going back 6 p.m., I would say.
Okay.
He is leaving the Great Hall of food.
Yep.
He has a plate with him, like a silver plate that has a full chicken leg on it, and his rat is also on the plate, and he is sharing with his rat as he is walking through the hall, as he is heading up his own.
I love this man. I can't.
He has glasses on as well, and he has like 4 books sticking out of his bag as he's heading up. He goes, "Oh, hey guys, you guys want some chicken? I think it might be turkey, actually. I don't know.
How do you not know?
I mean, it's
Do they
all.
taste different?
I mean, it's all wing to me."
It's a leg.
I don't know, man. I can't tell the difference. I don't. I used to eat rats and eels. Anything is better than that.
Okay.
Looks at the rat on the plate, like,
Oh yeah,
The
he looks
rat on
down
the
at his
plate is
pet
terrified.
rat and goes, "Not you, Wiblet." And Wiblet basically just goes, and you can tell Wiblet is saying, "I've eaten a person before," and they continue on. Wiblet, the little rat, is just going like, "Yep."
Kiki is full on like shaking, by the way. She's not okay right now.
Adonis is terrified.
Both of you
were-
roll to see if he notices this, because he knows you guys very well, and I'm gonna roll for him. I have horrible news for you
Okay.
guys. He rolled 2 6s.
I rolled a 6.
Damn it! I didn't even roll yet.
I'm so sorry that your 6 is trumped by this critical success.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're shaking and he goes, "You guys okay? Is everything fine?"
We
I told her about the headmaster thing, and she's just worried about something, and we're worried about the same thing. The headmaster situation.
Yeah. Do you think y'all could come over and like hang out? I need good company.
He looks at you, and he's got this look in his face when it's like, "I know you so well, I know that you're lying to me." But he looks over and he goes, "I don't know why. I'm gonna find out." And he kind of sets his plate down and he goes, "Okay, give me a second." And he goes into like a little trash can and just scoops his plate down, and he's like, "Oh, I need to take this back. I don't want to just leave it for them to clean." And he's like, "Hold on, let me take this back." And then he takes the plate all the way back to the Great Hall, puts it in like where the dishwashers are, and then walks all the way back. And he's like, "Okay, wait, I forgot Wiblet." Walks all the way back, gets Wiblet,
No.
comes back. "Okay, we're ready." Oh, wait, and then he walks all the way back again, and he comes back with the steampunk equivalent of chips and hands them to Kiki and Adonis. It's like regular potato chips, except they are flavored. It's just sea salt flavored, and all of the bags have cogs drawn on them.
I was say, what are
Winsley.
steampunk chips? But yeah.
That makes sense, right?
That tracks. When Kiki holds them, the whole bag is making that like.
He puts his he goes to put his hand on your back and then waits for consent that it's okay. And then just slowly starts rubbing your back a little bit very gently. He's like, "Okay, oh yeah, let's go talk. Are you okay?" And follows you to your room.
I'm legitimately gonna end up crying this episode. Holy shit.
I'm so stressed.
That's what this game's about, stress and orgies. You guys continue on to your room. Other gang, what are you guys doing?
Indy is finding the best place to see into the window with a sniper rifle.
Okay, you're looking into Kiki's room.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a tree outside of her room. Roll me to climb this tree.
Like just outside of her room?
No, it's there's a so there's a window, and then there is a the grounds that are there, and then trees that people sit under to read and do their work.
So long enough for a sniper that would be 10 feet away, and I'm gonna shoot you with a sniper from 10 feet away.
You're right outside the window. The gun is against the glass.
That's what I was picturing.
You're 200 feet away.
Okay.
Well, probably more, 300 feet away.
I would say that when they all split off, they see something they've never seen before, and Indy becomes a completely different person, and she disappears practically like smoke.
Nice.
Mm.
Very sexy. Yeah.
sorry.
Oh my god.
You disappear. Roll me to climb this tree. Without getting noticed, possibly, because you have a gun, but the gun is in a cello case, so.
No. It would be out of the cello case by now, but it's all folded up.
Still, roll me to climb this
Yeah,
tree and
yes,
also
yes,
not be
yes.
spotted.
Yeah, sure. Pick the dice.
Remember, you
I'll
can-
just roll wet.
Remember, you can push yourself. You can ask for Devil's Bargain.
I don't need to. I roll prowl. That's a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Nice. You get up the tree expertly, and no one notices you. It's already usually dark here, but they're starting to dim the lights because White Crown is where the electroplasmic lights that they have are the brightest, but they also dim at what time of day would be accurate for them, usually. Except at night, where only the ones on the street are lit up, because that's what it would be like if there was a sun. Asmus, I'm looking Kristen in the face. And my brain sees the word A. The letter A. Okay, Asmus, what are you doing? I almost did it again, but I just stopped myself.
Asmus is going. Going to Winsley's dorm room to snoop around.
You head to
My nose
Winsley's.
now hurts.
You head to Winsley's dorm room. You are in the College of Imperial Science, I believe. He does a lot of. He's a smarty boy. He does like physics and stuff. And you head to his door. You know that he does not have a roommate because he is a teacher's assistant. He's a student, but also a teacher's assistant, so he doesn't have a roommate. He gets like a perk. Like when you're like the RA.
Resident assistant.
Yeah, he's got that.
Resident assistant.
He's got that stuff going for him.
Even when you are a TA and you get like your stipend, you get paid for that shit.
You head in there. People. No one really looks at you weird, but his door is locked.
I have tools that can do that.
All right.
Burglary gear.
You do have burglary clear.
Burglar.
The hamburglar gear.
Hamburglar gear.
Prepare a
Thief
hamburglar.
tools. There we go.
Yeah.
My hamburglar.
Got thieves
Winsley
tools.
burglar.
Mark thieves tools off of your load, and then people are in this hallway. It is not empty, and it is. I wouldn't say it's crowded, but there are like people like going to and fro. Like they're going to dinner, they're coming back from dinner, stuff like that.
He's doing it as stealthily as possible.
We're gonna do one all-encompassing roll that's gonna be stealth and your ability to unlock this door. So go for it.
That's a 4.
4, okay.
3, 1.
You start to get the door unlocked. And it clicks open, the door clicks and starts to open when someone grabs you from the back of your shirt and pulls you back, and you see this big like burly dude going, "Hey, are you headed into our TA's office? Room? That's his bedroom. What are you doing?"
He asked me to get something for him.
Roll me for it.
Yes. I'm always. Come on, Asmus. 6.
He looks down at you and he goes, "All right, you slithery boy. I don't trust you, but I believe that Winsley trusts you. And I don't trust Winsley, but I trust that you trust him. Capiche?"
Capiche? Cool.
You better find what you're looking for in 5 minutes, or I'm gonna I won't break the door down. No, I can't do that. I'll go in there and I'll pull you out respectfully. And he lets you go.
Cool. He goes in.
He stands there like this, and he's got like a lot of muscles right here, so it looks cool. Imagine me with muscles, basically. That's him. All right, we're gonna cut back to. We're gonna stick with you for a little bit, actually, Asmus. We're gonna stick with you and see. You got 5 minutes to find what you're looking for. What are you looking for?
Anything suspicious or something that kind of goes with materials that we have found recently. So like he's looking for the gem and the necklace, papers that are suspicious, anything with Blackmore. Yeah.
Okay. Roll me for this.
Come on, Asmus. 5.
5.
For 5 minutes.
Nice. For 5 minutes, you look around, and through his stuff, you find a lot of books on like work that he's doing. You find a little sketchbook, and you see drawings of your friends in them that are really fucking good, with like flowers that have been like pressed next to them. It's very good. And then you see some really nice stuff. You find a small note that says "Contact Violet," like on what would be a sticky note, I guess, in one of his books.
Steampunk
sticky notes. Dated to the day before. And inside the back of the book, you pull out a sort of page that looks like it's from a really old book. And the page itself is ripped. But it does say Zarius at the top with a drawing of something that's ripped through a little bit. You don't find a necklace. You
don't find the gem for the necklace.
You don't find the gem for the necklace. You do also find some more papers. He has a secret compartment hidden under his like his bedside table, and you pull out the bottom of the drawer, and underneath it there are notes about the Blackmore family, about the demon itself, but they're all scribbled and none of them seem like they make sense or are connected. And you find a full letter addressed to him with that says a full letter addressed to him that looks like it's from just earlier that day, and he hadn't not earlier that day, but like earlier that week, and he hadn't had time to put it away. Would you like to read it?
Yes, and I'm grabbing everything, so it's not suspicious that I came and ransacked the room, and then, well, I'm leaving everything as it is. Like, I'm not messing up the room. I'm grabbing anything suspicious.
Okay.
Yes, I will also grab and read that note.
We'll put it in your journal.
No, you're good. You're good. Then you can move away while I read it.
Yes, that's how we will do it.
Yep.
Okay, before you read that as well, I'm gonna say you find also a couple notes on you find a on the back of the page in really big handwriting, as if it's a reminder to him, that says, "Chauncey knows all, make him squeal." That's it.
Asmus is gonna, oh no, crap. Okay, so he's just gonna quickly grab the stuff. He's not gonna read the notes and stuff yet, but he's going to leave the room and get away from this big, burly, kind of cute man that's blocking him, and he's gonna be like, Adonis.
He's like, what is it? What's happening? Did you get the Did you get the notes?
I got a lot of stuff.
Did you find anything? Okay. Is there anything else you need?
Chauncey knows all, make him squeal. That's all he's gonna say, and then just like start reading the note.
Okay.
We'll cut back to the other crew. You guys are sitting on the bed. Indigo, you have a clear vision of literally Winsley sat right where a gun would shoot at him. Like, he's not even paying attention. He's like, I'm right in front of this window. He goes out and he stares outside the window and he's like, wow, it's really pretty today. And then turns and sits in front of it.
Kiki is going to sit down next to him and pull out one of the envelopes that Adonis had brought to the vet clinic and just put it in his lap and be like, I desperately need you to tell me about this, and I need you to tell me the truth.
He looks down at the letter, looks back up at you, straight in your eyes, and says, sorry, Kiki, I can't. He looks over at Adonis. Adonis, have you told him about your speaking powers? Your, like, brain stuff that you can communicate with people?
Honestly, probably.
Okay. He goes, Adonis, and, like, coughs into his hand, and then in his head starts talking to you. And says, I can't talk about this out loud. If Chauncey hears me, I'm gonna end up worse than Ravenwood. I'm not gonna end up dead in the ground for this. You need to get him today.
Okay. What is with the letters? What does Chauncey know?
Knows everything. About the Blackmoors, disappearances. He's been blackmailed. So, I'm trying to blackmail him. Not very good at it.
No shit.
They are just staring intensely at each other right now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Bisexual staring.
bisexual staring. He eats a chip. Riblet is very confused.
Kiki is looking away from them and desperately trying not to dissolve into tears.
Looks at me and says, his train leaves at the end of the month. He is going to live on a ship till he leaves so that no one gets to him. This is his last real day at the academy.
It's now or never.
He nods and he says, I'm sorry I couldn't tell you. But I know what you guys are doing. I know what you have been doing. I think you can do this. And I'm willing. I won't put my life on the line. Do it myself. But if you guys are doing it, I'll put my life on the line for you guys. He
Then I
cries
would
a
do the
single
same for
tear.
you.
A single tear because he's like, wow, I love these guys.
I would do the same for you.
You say
There's
that part
no
out
doubt
loud.
in my mind. Yes.
Kiki, you just hear him say, I would do the same for you out loud, and that's all you heard of that conversation. Take 2 stress for that thing, by the way.
Isn't it 1 when someone's reaching out to me?
You're right, actually, it's 1 stress. Yes,
Do
you're
it.
correct.
So I took 1 for Asmus and then 1 for Winsley. Okay.
How many are you at right
Yes,
now?
you're not doing good. I'm at 5.
Oh, damn, out of 9?
Oh, I was
Out of 9.
I was gonna say Indy was gonna reach out. I was gonna do it. Indy was gonna be like, do I shoot him yet? Adonis, do I shoot him yet?
Like, in Indy's defense, she does not know that he takes stress from it.
That's why I'm saying I know, but I was gonna do it, so.
If you want to do it, do it.
Oh, I did.
You did?
That was me doing it going, Adonis,
Okay, cool.
do I shoot him yet?
Oh, no, don't shoot him. We have everything we need.
What? Don't shoot him. Who? What? Do I get down?
Oh,
Do I
he
get
said
down?
that like in his... No, he said it in his
Okay.
head.
Okay.
He was making a point, and then but he was looking at Winsley as he said it, and his eyes were like glowing, so it was clear that he was ghost calling someone else and talking about Winsley.
He leans over to Kiki and goes, is he talking about me right now?
100% yes.
You think it's good things?
It's better than it could have been.
Are you okay? You're sweating a lot.
I sure am.
That's your back. We'll cut back to Asmus. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing. Whew. Okay. So yeah. I don't know what to say, and he's definitely going to where they're at, but he's going to find Indy first.
Okay. You run out.
She's in a tree.
You run out to the courtyard.
I'm sprinting to the tree.
You know which tree she went to?
I mean, he's
She
probably just
disappeared
like
like
looking at
It
smoke.
just appeared like smoke. That was an established thing. You can run into the courtyard.
And he went to like the opposite direction of them because he went to, he didn't go to the courtyard, so he doesn't know. But I'm sure they flashed back that they told him where the room is, so like they made a kind of game plan.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
might not know what tree, but he's definitely running and like being like, Indy, Portente, Indy.
Is anyone around?
No. I'll say it's pretty clear. Most people are heading inside.
Indy will climb down and just appear next to Asmus.
Asmus would probably go like, oh, okay, not the time. Here, gives her the letter.
While that's going on, Spooky Pals, what's going on?
Being
Kiki is
terrified.
currently out of the loop, so she just has to sit there and hope.
Hey, Kiki, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
And he's gonna look at Winsley and be like, "Can you go grab us some snacks?"
Yeah, I can go grab you some snacks. I'm snack boy. I'm snack boy. And he stands up. He's like, I'm snack
thanks.
boy. He goes out of the room.
I'm at 6. Gonna like gesture to Kiki and then to him to kind of like hope she gets the message to reach out to him. Pretty much just like literally writing as he's probably gonna tell her to call him just because he's able to explain it verbally a lot faster than he would writing everything down.
She will do the little like yeah, just Adonis, and then in her head, just like, okay.
As soon as she does that, he like puts all of this information on her that Winsley told him, like everything that he said about how like Chauncey knows everything, and that like this is his last day in the academy. So if we're gonna kill him, we have to kill him today, else we're not gonna be able to do shit.
Kiki straight up cries in relief. Because her boy is good boy and not bad boy, and she was so scared.
He at first doesn't really know what to do, because like no one's been really around him a lot, so he doesn't really know how to comfort people. He kind of just like looks at her for a second and then just goes and hugs her.
She hugs him so tight.
He's trying.
She's crushing him a little bit, but like
He does not care.
yeah.
She's surprisingly strong.
For a small girl, big strunk. And after she has her like 30 seconds of breakdown tears, she's gonna pull back, do a quick wipe, and immediately she's like, let's fucking go. Cracks fingers, is ready.
Sneaky shooty squad. What about you guys?
Well, I'm assuming that Winsley is okay because they emphatically told me to not shoot. So we need to show Kiki and Adonis this.
Yeah. I also found this sticky note that said Ask Violet, and that name was on the letter as well. So I don't I think he's trying to help out, which is good. I'm still a little suspicious, but I'm not as suspicious now. So let's try to meet up with them and
Just a little stitious.
just a little. Just a little.
Before they leave the room, Kiki, knowing that Indy has been like watching with her sniper rifle and waiting, she's gonna like gesture towards where she knows the headmaster's office is and kind of be like, we're heading that way, like she's mouthing it at her.
So okay, so like that would have been before, because Indy was down, so Indy's not up there anymore.
Mm.
So Indy wouldn't know.
Well, Kiki wouldn't know that either way, so she yeah.
How long do you wait in your room for Winsley to come back?
We don't. I don't think.
Cool.
It's that boy.
You're muted, Ezra.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh.
I realize. I said it's probably not the first time that we've done this either.
Yeah.
Aww.
I would say the others, though, you don't know where they went, so are you heading back to Kiki's room?
We're trying to meet up with them, so yeah, probably.
Okay. The two of you leave the room. You guys know the headmaster's office, I believe we have established, is at the very top of the building, and then there's like an elevator that takes you all the way down to his like secret office. So you start to head up that way. You don't pass each other on the way there, and it takes you guys like 20 minutes to get to the room, and you're like, they're not here. And then as you guys get there, you hear, hold on, how do I do that noise? How do I do a mouse noise? You hear angry squeaking. You hear angry squeaking.
There we go.
I hate the fact you have to see my face doing that. Hold on. As you see little Wiblet, brown mouse with white spots on it, running at you with specks of blood on his back, sprinting at you.
No! No! Not Winsley! No!
I would recognize this as Winsley's.
Yeah, I think so. You guys have... Winsley has come to the pet shop before.
Oh, okay. So Indy probably knows Wiblet and is very concerned about Wiblet. Wiblet, where's your daddy? Like in a really cute voice that you've never heard before.
Wiblet smells you guys, and like can smell Kiki and Adonis on you, and then like grabs on to Indy's pant leg and just starts climbing. It's just like, and it's like getting basically like trying to get in any pockets you have, and then just like scratch onto you like.
Azimus is running towards where Wiblet came from.
Wiblet has Wiblet has their head held out of a pocket, going like this, going like. You can imagine Wiblet's yelling, "Charge!"
Oh.
Indy goes.
As you're running,
Indy
Wiblet
follows.
As you're going, Wiblet makes a big jump and jumps onto Asmus's head. It's just like, yes, and it's holding onto your hair as you're running.
Ratatouille, let's go.
Not gonna control you, but you guys start running in the way you came. You guys start sprinting, and whenever you go a wrong direction, you hear like rats screaming, and you're like, okay, that's a wrong way. You're playing red light, green, like fucking hot cold with this rat as you're trying to find a way around. Meanwhile, the other group, you guys have headed up. It's pretty natural for you guys to be here. No one's suspicious of you guys. As you head up to the top floor. Very similar, you guys passed classrooms that you passed before. You notice the classroom that you passed before that had the dead body of Timothy in it, by the way. You now see a plaque has been reestablished on there that says Cyrus Blackmore.
This is cold.
You guys have made your way up to the top, past a couple offices that you recognized before, eventually coming to a sort of big-ass portrait that has the portrait itself has like embellished, you know how when frames have super embellished like outward like 3D like vines and leaves and stuff on them. It's really cool looking. And the painting itself is of a giant crow with like a gem for its red eye, like it's shining out at you.
Do we recognize the shape of this eye from what Asmus showed us earlier?
Make me a roll to see if you recognize it.
I will roll study, because I am looking at it very intently.
We'll also roll study.
A 5 and a
Dyke.
so a 5.
A 4.
You guys are looking at it. It does not look the same. It looks like a red gem, but it doesn't look like a. It looks like it is a ruby, but it's too big for the one that was in the necklace. This just looks like it's just been here.
Okay.
I don't like that look, Star. I do not like that look.
I don't like anything about this.
I
This is
appreciate
what-
the panic.
Okay, so as we were like running towards this office, is this like what Kiki knows is like the fancy schmancy entrance to this elevator?
Yeah, you're like, this guy has a secret entrance to his elevator, and there's like only 2 elevators that exist in Grimlock because it's a new thing. This used to be a super long spiral staircase.
Would Kiki know how to open it? Would this be something she had already learned, or is it just like she knows it's here and that's as far as she got?
You know it's here.
she is gonna punch that eye, that ruby.
Okay.
See if it's a button.
Roll me to punch that eye. Real talk, you are too short to reach this eye. How are you gonna reach that eye?
Honest is gonna give her a boost.
Got it.
She's gonna, as she's like
Like,
jumping for it, he picks up what she's trying to do and lifts her.
Okay.
Um,
You are Mario punching this. Doing.
Oh God, what would I use for this? Probably should be wreck. Yeah. Okay. No, that's a 1.
Okay. You
This feels right.
you bounce up to punch this. You do hit it. Nothing happens, and you punch yourself in the face, and you both fall back. Take level 1 harm, bruised head. I like naming the harms. That's fun.
It's very silly.
While you guys, I'm gonna give you some time to think about this puzzle that you're in, and cut back to the others who are being led by a rat, being led by a rat patootie.
Indy with Wiblet is, while we're going, is gonna be like, Adonis! And let Adonis, and just say, and just actually not even just keep going, just say, Adonis, Wiblet came to us and has blood on him.
Okay.
How much stress are you at now, dude?
I think he's
Sorry.
traumatized.
You're not traumatized yet.
Not yet. It was close.
It was like, you're at like 7,
Plan
right? You're like,
if I get 2 more, I'm traumatized.
you get 2 more.
Sucks because I was planning
Oof.
to reach to Winsley, but that would traumatize me.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, you've received a message that Wiblet is covered in blood.
And well, Indy adds were like headed, like the direction they're heading, whatever, away from their room, whatever direction that is. Looking for like signs. You know, schools have signs like we're headed to the east wing or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely. You're headed to the library right now.
We're headed to the library.
We gotta. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you get that message as you fall to the ground, and as Kiki is taking that damage, then you get that message.
It's like, we gotta go. Winsley's in trouble. D found Wiblet with blood on him, and he is leading them to the library. We have to go now.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you guys not gonna go through the portrait?
We're gonna find everyone else first.
You head back to the library. The group that is in the library, you guys run to the library, and you see a portrait of dogs that has blood reaching from it.
Asmus is going and investigating.
Right. I'd say pretty easily you pull the portrait open and realize it's a secret passageway.
Going through it.
All right. Indy, are you going through the passageway? Okay.
Yeah, Indy follows. And she's pulling a knife out.
Cool. All right. Mark a knife off your load as you continue on.
Yep.
You slide through the passage. It's very small in this area, and you notice that it goes it goes from like cramped to a little bit open. It has like sort of stone walkways that people go through. It looks like there's even a small section where there's like a desk and some tables where people just sit and read in the secret passageway. And you guys make me a roll to find out where you're going.
Come on, Asmus. Come on, Asmus.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call it hunt, because technically we're tracking something.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a 2 and a
Man.
3. I'm gonna use my inspiration and re-roll that.
Okay. Go.
Or can Wiblet help?
Wiblet can help. I will let Wiblet roll a hunt. Wiblet will roll a hunt roll.
Are we doing this as a group thing?
What did you, I don't think,
I haven't
don't
rolled
have
yet
it.
because
I don't think
I don't
Asmus
have
rolled
hunt.
hunt. So I don't think Asmus rolled hunt.
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was asking. Okay.
We can do it separately. Because my roll was bad.
It's a 6, 5, and a 4.
Nice. Wiblet got a 5 too. So you guys, Asmus goes in first and just goes, and then
Huh?
darts left, and then you guys, he darts right, and then you guys pop in, and you immediately go this way, and like you can like see like blood splattered on some of the wall, and Asmus goes, oh right, and turns back, and you guys start following that way. It's going down, and you guys are in the passageway for probably 10-ish minutes, and you're like so stressed out about it because time is very precious to you right now. The other two of you guys, this gives you enough time to show up in the library. Did you guys leave the passageway open or close it?
That's up to Indy. I was going in first.
Probably open enough, knowing
Get
that they were
cracked
coming.
open.
I'll say yeah. You
Yeah.
leave it cracked open
And
enough.
there's the blood, so it's like
No one's
And
really
we know
coming.
about secret passages and stuff, so.
No one's coming into the library today because a big test happened today. No one wants to study the night of a big test that already happened. So you guys see it, run through, and recognize a familiar secret passageway that you've been in before. As the two of you, and I'll say, make me a roll to be able to find where you're going. Because you guys have been here before, I'm gonna give you an extra die just for that, because I think you should be able. It's easier for you to find it.
Okay.
Do survey.
That's what I am also doing.
2 and a 3.
A 5 and a 1 for me.
You guys, very similar thing happens. Adonis starts to go right, and then Kiki's like, nope, pulls you left, and you start to head down. You recognize the path that you're taking eventually. As Asmus and Indy push through a portrait and end up in the dungeons of the school. There is one single torch. There are no electroplasmic lights back here. You can't see anything in here. It's a dark, dark room. And you come out in a cell. So there is a cell that is, with the doors open, though.
Indy's gonna take out Corsica from her scarf. And let me pull up her sheet real quick. And is going to let her sniff Wiblet and just be like, go find Wesley.
Wesley?
Winsley. Wesley. Who's Wesley?
As you wish.
Honestly, that's probably why, because I was thinking of the dungeon where he gets tortured.
Oh,
Yes.
you pull out Corsica, sniffs, Wiblet. You send both of them out, or just Corsica?
Both
Just
of them.
Corsica. Just
Corsica.
Corsica.
Okay.
Wiblet's got blood on him. We need to protect a baby. Corsica's
Protect
got
a baby.
armor.
Corsica starts to go. Wiblet is going to make a jump to try to go too. If you would like to catch Wiblet, make a roll for it.
That Asmus would probably let him go.
I'm making a roll for how slippery Wiblet is.
Maybe. It's probably dry at this point, or rubbed off on Asmus's clothes.
No, I mean like
Or
slippery,
Indy's clothes.
sneaky. Not like slippery for blood, just slippery in general.
Slippery boy.
Well, I rolled finesse to try and catch Wiblet, and that's a 4 and a 5, so a 4. Because
Okay.
I have nothing in finesse.
You're able to catch Wiblet. Just like your hands go underneath, and Wiblet in defense like bites down on your finger. Take
It probably hurts like hell
yeah.
because my hands are still hurt.
I'm gonna say this is just level 1 harm, but take level 1 harm, bitten
Rat
finger,
Rat bite.
Bite.
Rat bite.
rat bite.
Oh, wait,
And-
do I still have level 2 harm still?
Yes, you do because you didn't fully heal. So you got level. Oh, which means you would have 1 less die than usual for all your stuff.
I didn't even think about that because I was like, I healed, but you have to do the whole clock for it to heal Oh, okay.
That's fine. We'll have it for the rest of the thing. But for
Yeah,
now,
yeah, okay.
add level
Yeah.
1 harm, and then also that cleans your clock, unfortunately.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
If you hover,
You could. There you go.
like, yeah, you just have to click them away.
There's an X.
Oh, the X. Okay.
Yeah. So your hands are in a lot of pain. I would say you would yelp out at this too, because of the thing happening. And Corsica runs off. Corsica stops and looks at you to make sure you're okay, and then runs off. You hear dripping water, like classic dungeon noises. Running water. The one fire next to you. Corsica runs through, and then all of a sudden you hear a I'm gonna roll for this real quick. Yeah, you hear a splat, and you hear a thud as in the distance. You can't see what's happening, but you see a small round object get thrown into a wall and fall down.
Asmus is grabbing the torch if he can, and he's going that direction.
Okay,
Indy is sprinting.
you guys are you got the torch in the darkness. As you guys are starting to move, you guys literally Spooky Squad come into the room as they are starting to leave the cell.
Vicky has her hand eyes going.
Okay.
Because she remembers that it's dark.
Donis is just gonna follow them. He's
Okay.
gonna follow them.
You guys see them with what is it? You see them running with the torch. And as you are chasing after them, Corsica stays in a little ball, but you can see them going like this back and forth. It looks like they were mainly protected from their armor, but a lot of the outer shell looks like the spikes, the tiny little spikes that they have are like dented because it was really hard. And with the force of it, it looks like they were like in the angle, it looks like they were kicked into the wall. Do you go for Corsica? Are you going for
So it depends on sort of the situation. Oh, look at the kitty. It depends on the situation. Like, does Indy see that Corsica's probably okay?
You think that Corsica's armor is damaged, but they are not injured because they have that armor.
Yeah. Okay. Then she's getting close enough to see that, but knowing that she was kicked that hard, she's not running all the way in there.
Okay.
Asmus is going.
And Indy's pulling Asmus. Like, wait.
Okay. You pull back on, roll me to both. Are you gonna try to escape the grasp if you get grabbed?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an opposed.
No. No.
A roll to grab and a roll to be slippery.
Slippery boy, let's go. Oh, that's a 5. Come on, slippery boy.
Okay. That's a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Okay, you're able to snatch him back.
All you hear is him choke on his collars.
You just get choked a lot.
I mean,
You've got literally, Asmus has the torch. You have Wiblet in one hand, Asmus in the other, and your hands are aching so bad. Like, from the pull, it has like reopened a lot of the wounds there. You're not taking more harm, but that's just an establishment of why your clock was cleaned.
Yeah.
As the others are following you, you guys show up, and do you stop like right behind them? Or what's
yeah.
Spooky Squad? Okay, you guys run.
Yeah,
You guys,
because Kiki can see everything going on right now, so.
Okay. You guys stop at the corner. You guys still have about 10 feet in front of you for the corner that turns, and that was the direction that Corsica was like kicked from. And is still in the ball against the wall right now. You have the light around you is at about a 5-foot radius. So you can see about 5 foot in front of you, 5 foot behind you, except for Kiki, who can see in dark. Because we rolled during her session before we started recording about if she should have dark vision with her peacock eyes, and we rolled high for it. So she is peacock
I love
dark
that.
vision. You guys are finally meeting up again. You feel you're running a little bit fast though, so you feel Kiki's like tiny head hit the small of your back, Asmus.
Yeah. And also probably, how tall is Asmus?
That's God dang it! I always forget how tall he is. I think I said 5'8", 5'9".
You're
Okay.
one of the taller ones. I think you said about
I think
6.
it was like 5'11".
Hold on, I have
Yeah, I think it was 5'11".
5'11".
I know you made the height chart.
Asmus is 5'11". Yeah.
5'11", yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I need to look at the height chart though, real quick. I need to see.
He ran into his ass.
Yeah. Well, no, if her hands run into his ass.
I think they would run into his waist, like the cinch of his waist.
Yeah. Okay, so
If they ran into Adonis, they would run into Adonis's ass.
oh, and you know that she has done that.
Yeah, definitely.
On purpose,
That's not
sometimes.
an accident.
Oh yeah, no, that's not an accident. After he does something good, she 100% has smacked that ass as congratulations.
Honestly, so has Winsley.
Yeah, exactly. They have
I
good
love that.
taste.
Who hasn't
that.
smacked his ass at this point?
But you get like little hands like at like
That's going to date.
at like your waist, and then like a little forehead bonk.
He's just gonna kind of look behind, but then he's like, "Oh, it's you guys, okay."
And then
Where's
one
Winsley?
hand goes or the hands go over his shoulders.
Yeah.
So he's looking over your shoulder.
He's just like squats down a little bit, okay.
You can see, if anyone were to look at you from above, they would just see Asmus standing there with 2 palms with eyeballs standing right over his shoulders, in the peacock feather tattoos. You can see the 10 feet in front of you, the turn. If you keep going straight, there's a brick wall and then another cell, and then Corsica hit a wall in between 2 cells. So cell and then wall and then cell. But you guys don't know what's coming from the left, but you can see, I think, a little bit of light coming that way. You can hear it dripping, and you can hear a deep growl.
Asmus is going. He's drawing a gun.
Okay.
No. Like, no. We can be sneaky.
Donis is gonna go and just like try to like peek.
You guys have a person who has eyeballs on their hands.
Yeah.
No, he's taking Kiki with and is like, look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hands around the corner.
Okay, you peek your hands around the corner. You can see a little bit of light coming through as they have a couple of lanterns down here. As Winsley is on the ground. But it's hard to recognize his face because he's very bloody. And his clothes are ripped, and he's sitting there just like breathing heavily as a creature looms over him. And the creature has a maw with large teeth coming out of it. And it slowly starts to fizzle back, turning from this sort of reptilian creature into a student that you have seen a couple times. A student from Ticheros that you know has sort of alligator amenities to them. They have like the sharp teeth and like the strong jaw. And the other creature next to them turns, and you see this one's longer and has 2 sharp fangs and a long slithery tongue as they slowly start to morph back into people. And they're leaning over Winsley, and one of them like grabs him by the chin and like puts it in his face and says and like look like right in his face and says, "Oh, you can't stop this." And
can we see this at all? Like, I know Kiki can, but like if we're being sneaky, is it so dark? Like, is it that dark that we couldn't see?
you looked around the corner, you could see light because they have lanterns.
Asmus is sneaking over, and he's going to ambush him. Go stab a kid in the back.
I feel like this is Fern sneaking through.
Right.
This is what Fern did. This is why Fern was paralyzed at every encounter.
This is why, yes,
This is
literally.
different. This is Asmus. He's smarter for the most
So
part.
here's the thing. Once again, that is her boy.
He's saving Winsley. He likes Winsley. I like
So-
Winsley. I'm saving Winsley.
So, Kiki is going to down one of her Viper potions so that when she inevitably gets injured, she's fucking up some people. And she's also going to down her Frostbite potion.
Two at once? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so she's downing both. And she's going to pull out where let me look here. She is going to pull out. She's pulling out a big ass like blade from her massive bag that she's carrying.
Okay, you pull out a blade, it freezes instantly because you took the frostbite potion. You have a
That's
frozen
fine.
blade.
That's fine.
Cool. Did you touch your bag too? You have a frozen bag. It's fine though. 'Cause
Also
you-
fine.
Okay.
And she's just running in. She's not even trying to be like quiet. She's just
Okay.
she's removed her eyes from her thing, by the way. She's
Cool.
looking through her normal ass eyes right now. And she's just running in, fully ready to decapitate the first one that has like Winsley in his hand. Like looking
Okay.
at him.
Asmus, you've already started moving forward sneakily. Okay, Asmus
Well,
starts.
once he sees Kiki running, he's running too, but he has like a small little like pistol and he's like going in with her.
Okay.
We
I
die
want-
together.
All right. TPK. Everyone, make me
TPK.
a roll for your attacks. I'll make some rolls too.
Indy's seeing this, but Indy is scooping up Corsica first.
Yeah, that's valid. Corsica goes, like in your hand is like turning over, just like.
"Hey, you bitch." Pull out both of her pistols.
Corsica's armor is damaged, so they will have to recover their armor for it to be okay again. If they took an attack like that again, it would harm them severely.
Yeah.
So just so we know where Corsica is standing right now.
Or not standing.
Or crawling.
That's a 6, 5, and a 4.
I also rolled a 6.
All right.
I
Which,
got a 6 and 2 5s.
what are you doing?
I'm running in with a pistol.
Okay, cool. What did everyone roll? What was your attribute that you rolled?
I rolled Prowl because she's aiming for his neck and there's throat cutting under Prowl.
I did Prowl because that's the only one I have.
But does it make sense for you?
I think so. I mean, it's a
Let me look at.
ambush with close violence.
I mean, if you're gonna shoot him from a close distance, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then, what did you roll, Adonis?
Finesse, because he's not getting in as close, and because of that, he has to be pretty precise of where he's shooting.
Okay.
Doesn't accidentally miss or hit Winsley.
Everyone got a 6? You okay? Alright, so Kiki comes in. Your thing is frozen, and you go into the side of the neck of the guy who had like the big maw, and he goes and turns over just in time for it to go through his mouth, and go and you cut it through. He grabbed, or I would say, yeah, you got a 6. It cuts through. As you're cutting through, it can't go quite all the way through, and that's when Asmus, back of the head, shoots, and it goes, and he falls to the ground.
Just for salt to the wound, Kiki spits her poison spit on him.
Nice. You see his skin sizzles.
Perfect. That's all she wanted.
Adonis, you shoot the other one right in the back of the neck, and he goes, ugh, and starts to turn, and you hear, as you hit the back of his neck, a little ping, as there was something, a part of him that deflected it, as he starts to turn on you, and his body starts to elongate. And you can see he's turning into, Kiki, you recognize a form of a monster that you have seen people of Ticheros turn into for the past 20 years as he starts to stretch out. And turn around. Carolee, what do you want to do?
Yes. So Indy was getting ready with both of her pistols to do like a suppressing fire. Because that's part of her sharpshooter skill.
Okay.
And wants to fire like after that pinks off. And they turn around, will start to fire.
Cool. Okay. Because of your sharpshooter ability, that means you're gonna take 2 stress because you're pushing yourself, but you also add 1 more die to whatever you're rolling for the shooting.
Yep. That's 2 6s, a 1, and a 2.
Yeah, girl. You he starts to turn and you are shooting him in the side and he is going like full screaming. He's got his tongue sticking out as he turns. There's blood spurting out of him. He's got like scales that are protecting him, but you are shooting past them as he's turning. He is going to turn and Asmus is the closest and open his huge jaw with fangs, and you can see like holes in the fangs that this guy is venomous. Or poisonous.
Yay.
Venomous? Venomous is the one. And is gonna reach down and bite at you.
Cool.
Is there any way I want to like take out a lantern and throw it at it to distract it?
Yeah, you can take out a lantern. Mark a lantern off your load, and then I think you're gonna roll more for the distracting than the throwing. So roll to convince it.
Sway?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Sway? Okay.
Yeah.
I love how Asmus Viper is fighting a snake boy. Snake boy's
A
fighting
6
a
and a
snake
2.
boy.
What'd you roll?
Set a 2.
A 2? It does not. It's not even
So
effective.
I think the better one's a 6. 'Cause I have sway. I have 2 dots in sway, so I rolled 2 dice, got a 6, and then I got a 2.
6 and a 2. Okay, sorry, I just heard the 2. It looks over at it, and its tail lashes out at the light, and it pauses just enough with its mouth open right above Asmus.
Asmus is putting the gun in the mouth and shooting.
All right, give me a roll for that destruction.
Heck yeah, come on, as a boy, let's go. That's a 6.
Cool. What did you roll for that?
Prowl again, because
Close
I
combat.
mean, if I have to roll finesse, I could, yeah.
I think probably makes sense. It's close combat. You go to roll.
No hesitation.
No hesitation. No hesitation. It hesitated, and that was its mistake. And you shoot him right in the mouth. He starts to go, and its mouth starts to clomp down on you. But because you did so well, no fang gets stuck in your arm, and it slides out. He goes out and he goes, ah! And slowly starts to transform back into this like lanky boy with like snake features. And he looks up at you, and turns over, looks at you, and then looks at Kiki and says, "You can't stop what's inevitable. You will be like us. You will do this too."
Can I do a cool thing?
Yeah, do a cool thing.
Because so flashback. Indy was carrying her whole ass cello case because she had it with her. But knowing they were gonna have to be sneakier in the sneaking portion.
Yeah.
In the hallway. Oh my god, my word finding is horrible right now. Kiki would have see guys, I can't even. I'm not Kiki. I'm having a full-on identity crisis.
Maybe we're all
Indy
Kiki.
we're all, that's the lesson we learned. We're all actually Kiki. No, she wants to just pull out her sniper and like tuck it in like the belt of her jeans, like a holster, like behind her. And I'm imagining like this is all kind of similarly happening at the same time, right? Like all of this sort of.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that all the like combat-y stuff is happening at the same time. And so as she's firing with both of her pistols, like and they're out of ammo, she's gonna drop them, pull her sniper out from her back, do the click thing so it's fully a sniper and will shoot the alligator
The one
as it's doing its monologue. Fuck you.
the one up right now is the snake. But yes, you can. The alligator was down.
The snake one.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like you will be like. I'll say that was cool enough. Take one stress and it can just happen. Honestly, that was cool.
Sure.
Mostly because I forgot to ask you to roll for it.
Okay. I will take that stress. That's fine.
I keep thinking it's like, what? I keep wanting the one to English. That's what I want is the English.
Same.
Like snake, Asmus, snake. Does this kid look familiar?
He doesn't look familiar to you, but you recognize traits on him as traits that are on people where you're from, the general area. He has like a slithered tongue, and he's giving this whole "you will be like me." You think that you can stop it? It's a like fully just shot in the side of the head. His blood like splatters on, and you guys see there is a huge blood stain in the middle of this dungeon that has been there for months, and then this just like splatters on, and now there's more blood. Meanwhile, Winsley is on the ground breathing hard, and he goes, "Holy shit! Oh my god!"
Adonis is immediately going in to check on him and to like help him sit up.
Yep.
He's
He's also there.
He puts his hand on each of your cheeks. Goes, "Oh, thanks, guys. Wow, you kicked that guy's ass. And that guy. Oh my god. Did you guys, did you guys get to the headmaster's office?"
No,
No.
because we heard you were down here.
"Oh shit, dude. No, don't do that. You don't have time. You don't have time for that. Go. Get him. I'll be fine."
Oh, ow. fuck.
Asmus is just motioning to Wiblet, like,
"Oh, Wiblet." He picks
Be
Wiblet up.
with Daddy.
"Oh, Wiblet, did you save Daddy? Thank you." And he holds him close, and Wiblet is like nuzzling into him and like licking his face.
little rat, I love.
Does this Indy is gonna ask. I know that y'all said there was like a stairway down from the top of the tower. Is like, are all of these pathways connected? Or
Most of them, but not that one.
oh, okay.
And Kiki is going to grab Winsley's face, give him a little smooch on the forehead, and be like, "If you die before I get back from this, I will kill you again."
Okay. And then the snake body like goes like blue, blue, like an After Effects thing, and Winsley grabs one of the guns on the floor and goes, "Ah!" and shoots it. He goes, he had really good aim, but it was already dead. He goes, "Okay." Throws the gun off to the side. "All right, Wiblet, let's go." Starts to stand up. "No, actually, Wiblet, let's stay here for a little bit. I can't get up."
Are you sure you'll be okay?
"Yeah, probably.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, probably. You get me back to
Okay.
the library at least. If I could just sit in the library,
Yeah.
that'd be great."
Yeah, we can do that.
He's gonna like put his
Can
arm over his
Indy-
shoulder kind of thing and like
"Oh, you're so strong."
Can Indy use their sniper to look down that hallway? Like, does it just like, I want to see if she could see further.
The secret passageway or the dungeon?
Like the one, like the dungeon. Like, was it just like a big? Was it just like a big room or
Just a big room. There's no
was
further
it
way.
a hall? Oh, okay, okay.
You guys reached the end of it. Winsley was sitting at like the back wall of it. Because that's where they
Okay.
decided to, I guess, beat the shit out of him. For ambience, I guess. They seem like the kind of people who would care about ambiance.
yeah.
You
Wait.
take. Oh, sorry.
I would say, Winsley, how'd you get down here?
Well, I don't remember most of it because I hit my head a bunch. But I was in the jaws of a giant alligator monster. And I thought to myself, you're gonna die down here. Take a shit in this guy's mouth. And I'm gonna be honest, hold on. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Please, I love him.
I'm gonna be honest, I tried really hard, but I don't have enough fiber in my diet. So it didn't work out. And then I wasn't.
Did he at
Oh
least
my god, you
fart
broke
in his
Helen.
mouth?
You broke Helen. You broke Helen.
Oh yeah, I definitely farted there. It was a big juicy one too.
You sharded a little bit.
No, thank goodness. It would my butt would hurt if
Oh,
that
okay.
happened.
Oh,
Helen has left roll 20.
I saw that too. Like
That
I was
was
laughing so
intentional.
hard.
That's
was
very funny.
I figured.
You yeah, so
oh
then I was
holy
like,
shit.
and because of that, I got beat up a little bit more. Oh, also,
No.
and he pulls his shirt to the side, and you can see like black venom in his veins. And he's like, "I think I was poisoned.
Oh,
The guy
you
bit
didn't
me."
lead with that?
No, I forgot about it. You guys were so cool back there.
Oh my god. Would arcane
Suck it
implements
out.
count?
I was about to say, could Azimus like get it out? He's Snake Boy.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Asmus could definitely try to get it out.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'll say you
Oh
can.
my god, they just nag.
I'm gonna roll a fortune roll just to see if it gets out. Okay, a straight fortune roll.
He's just gonna
No-
sneak
no
up behind
warning.
No.
no warning.
No warning. Okay, he's like, oh, is literally Adonis is searching through his bag for stuff, and you just go over and bite on his clavicle. He's just going,
Okay.
oh, hi there. He literally doesn't know what to do, so he just puts his hand on the back of your head and is like, okay, I guess. You guys can see the veins that are black are starting to go up his cheek and then slowly start retracting as Asmus is fully just swallowing it. He's like, wow, okay. Cool. And then eventually you reach back and you've got purple venom on your mouth and you just lick your lips and you've got and it shows your like forked tongue and he just goes, oh, that makes sense. Thanks, man. And he he's got
So hot.
he's got
Why
two
is
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's gonna look at the spooky crew, just be like, was anyone else kind of turned on by that?
Oh,
Like-
100%.
But definitely.
Okay.
also me.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Winsley has two huge
He's got a huge hickey on him now.
he's got a huge hickey with two bite holes, like a vampire bit him right here, and he's just like, I'm just gonna cover that up. And
Azimus is so hot.
I love how you're swooning over yourself.
As they should.
I can swoon over myself. How the hell can I swoon over anyone else?
It's fair.
he whispers over to
Okay,
Adonis's ear,
RuPaul.
and he whispers over to Adonis's ear, and he's like, I'm gonna need more help being carried now.
Yeah, all what's left of his blood just rushed somewhere else.
I wasn't gonna say that. This man admitted to trying to shit in someone's mouth. I don't know. I like to imagine that you're about to die being in a monster's mouth, so you're like, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna make your life miserable.
You guys eventually are able to get him up to the library and kind of just set him on one of the desks, and he just leans back and he goes, oh, books, my first love, and just leans back and look at something. He's like, okay, I'll be good now.
You sure? Okay. Donis takes off his half shawl and puts it over him, kind of like a blanket.
He's got a little bit of irregular breathing. You think he's fine, but you think he might have sleep apnea and someone should tell him.
This poor man is just getting roasted right now.
I love him so much.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys still have the score left.
Yeah,
Oh god.
we're
You guys
Back
were taking
up.
so much harm from that,
Let's
by the way.
go.
Everyone just kept rolling 6s, and I was just like,
Okay. Okay then.
all right, you guys.
I'm gonna take him back up to the crow. Crow painting.
You guys are at the crow
Can I
painting.
did they share any? Did y'all share any of the information that you learned from
As,
earlier?
as
when
we're
y'all-
like, as we take you up towards the crow painting, we're gonna fill you in.
Then
So,
Asmus is probably gonna give them the letter too.
Okay. I'm gonna read the letter out
It-
loud. Then
Go ahead.
real quick. So,
Yes.
question: if this is to the, I guess, as Indy. Wait. So, if he's gonna be leaving by ship, doesn't that mean that he'll have to leave from the underground to get to a ship
My.
at some point?
Yes. In some way, but we don't necessarily know what way.
Like, I feel like there can only be so many places where there's ships. I'm just saying, does it make more like right now we're walking into the den of the beast?
As someone who did a lot of trade, he's a trade of the season. Anyway, would he know where the most opportune spot is from where they're at the moment?
I would say you have actually delivered goods. The secret passage that his secret passage leads to. It is in the middle of the Inky Sea. Underwater.
Good.
Dangerous to get to, and you had to have many people with you to get it there.
Hmm.
But you also know that's the only other that's what you assume to be the only other way out of his way other than coming up the elevator.
Asmus
Well, I
relays
guess-
this information.
Well, I guess that answers that question. Then let's go into the painting.
I'm going to read the letter real quick so everyone who hasn't read the letter and anyone watching can know what the letter says. Winsley. Thank you for checking up on Violet for me, old friend. You truly are still the best of us. With the information you've given me on Lysander, I must insist you leave the city. Grimlock is becoming too dangerous, and at this point, my father may be a lost cause. Warn the Sylvastas at the very least, though. See if Violet and Indigo will come with you. Demon will destroy the entire city soon, something I foresaw all those years ago when I escaped. My father is lost, and my grandfather is psychotic. Please, friend, get out of there. Edwin Blackmore.
That is my boy. He's a good boy, not a bad boy.
He's
Oh,
a
he's a
boy.
bad
He's
boy.
the
Never throw
goodest
doubt at
boy.
him.
Yeah,
He's the
remember
goodest
when
boy.
y'all thought Winsley was bad? Wow.
Never should have
Well, because
doubted
like
him.
right when you like at the first thing when we were talking about like you two fighting a demon, and then Star said ghost like pans to Winsley, and I was like, is Winsley the friggin' demon you guys fought? Did you tame a demon?
He is our boyfriend.
No, it was just
Full-on
Hi,
Calcifer
honestly.
situation.
Cash.
it was panning back to him also hearing about the situation for the first time because he was freaking out. He could still secretly be evil though, who knows? You guys are at the painting. Crow painting, ruby in the eye. It's about 7 foot up where the ruby is, and the painting itself has like those 3D vine things on it because it's on the frame because it's a fancy frame. And the painting goes like all the way to the ground because it's supposed to like open up to an elevator.
Could Smarty Boy Asmus find the opening of this painting?
Is Asmus a smarty boy?
He's a decent smarty boy. He's been to enough fancy parties.
Alright. Give me a roll for anyone who wants, if you want to find something that's out of place.
I would say Indy is super smart.
That's a 2 and a 3.
Salutatorian and all that jazz, but only to her sister.
I rolled
Asmus,
7 and got a 6.
Asmus, you look at that ruby. You gotta punch that ruby.
I'm gonna punch that ruby. Yes, yes. He will honestly try to do the same thing and just like he's honestly gonna steal it. He's gonna try to pry it off the painting because he thinks it's the ruby from the necklace.
Oof. That's 2 3s.
Indy,
Got a 5 on survey.
got it. Indy, you think he's gotta punch that ruby.
Dude, punch it. Punch it.
The others, as you guys are looking around, you start to notice that the design of the florals on the frame are not as identical as they should be on top and bottom. You see that there are leaves, like curved moon-like leaves that are turned differently that they are on top, and looks like they can be like turned slightly. Meanwhile, Asmus, roll me to steal that ruby.
Dude, punch it.
Sure.
Can I help
punch
him
it.
somehow?
You can, if you would.
That's a double 6.
Okay.
I don't need help.
I was gonna say, you're doing this from a desperate position. You reach up, you grab onto the ruby as it's sticking out, as the door opens, as the others turn the parts on the frame, and the door opens, and you're hanging from the ruby as you slip by.
Indy grabs his legs.
Nice. You got your hand on the
Donna is
ruby.
watching.
You've got your hand on the ruby now. It is a fake ruby.
Asmus is gonna be so bad. He's gonna punch it. He's gonna go.
Okay, you are hanging from this ruby. She's got you by the legs, and you let go to punch it. And as you let go, you go ah, and fall back.
I sit on Indy's face. Because that's how that position would work.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so true.
Indy, take level 3 harm, smothered.
Take level 3 harm,
I mean-
badass.
I mean, honestly,
Is she mad about it though?
no.
Downstairs, Winsley thinks, what a way to die. Oh.
Let's be real. He wants to die either in between Adonis's ass cheeks or in between Kiki's titties.
Or both.
I love that.
He wants to die with his hands everywhere.
Yes. He wants to be smothered by both.
Yeah,
In between both
By
of y'all's thighs.
by the whole squad, actually.
Indy very rarely shows that kind of emotion, but she's just like, okay, felt something.
Because his ass was in your face. I love that. The door
Yeah,
opens. You guys see a very. Go ahead.
I was about to say, that's just a really funny thing of that. She's holding his legs and his ass is literally just right there.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
You guys look through the door, and it is a huge like metal elevator. Something that you guys, I would say none of you have seen an elevator before. It's a very new mechanic. There are gears on it. Weirdly.
Would Indy have seen an elevator?
No. They're so rare. And it's not like a fully, it's like a flat thing. It's not like a it's like a flat platform, and then there are little gates that you go into, and then the gates close, and then it goes down, but there's no like
like a mine shafty thing.
Yes. Like that.
A
But it's
fantasy mine shafty thing.
yeah, steampunk mineshaft.
Mhm.
And yeah, are you guys heading in?
Yeah.
Sure.
You pop in there, go in, and there's a little button, and it has like a little place for a key to go into it to activate it. And Asmus, you feel in your pocket suddenly. You feel in your pocket suddenly that, whoa, Winsley slipped you a key.
Oh.
It was during the moment.
Yeah, he went, wow. He thought he was slipping you the key to his room, but he accidentally slipped you the key to this.
Oakson, you
And
already
that's
broke
what
into your
Indy
room.
felt is the key. She's
That's what Indy felt.
Oh.
Is that a key in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
Oh. You do the little... Everyone looks over and
Yeah.
realizes that Asmus just has a key somewhere from
Wait.
somewhere.
Why does Winsley have a key?
Why not?
That's a great question. Also, Winsley didn't tell us how he got down there, and I asked very directly. I'm just
So-
saying, maybe
so-
he is a bad boy.
Oh, never doubt the chosen one.
If he is a bad boy, let's hope.
Okay,
it's in the
Percy
bedroom.
Jackson. Let's
I
do the serious stuff.
You guys, Kerchunk, and the elevator starts going, and you guys feel your stomachs like lift up in a weird way because you've never felt this
Oh.
before.
Oh God.
Horrible. As you guys start to lift down,
Asmus is like, is that the venom I ate or is it this?
Oh wait, guys, hold on. Oh, that's so gross. Okay.
Kiki is gripping Adonis's hand.
He's probably gripping hers as well.
Indy's loving it. Carolee's hating this.
Oh yeah.
So just the thought
of it, yeah. My stomach is also doing the thing that it would do when I said that.
Yeah.
You guys eventually, it takes it like a full minute for it to get all the way down. You guys,
Jesus.
and there are portraits on the inside of this thing that are completely clear and show out. It's like a two-way glass mirror, so you are seeing every floor that you pass. You see Winsley passed out in the library. And you see Professor Haig coming up to him going, boy, just snapping in his face. Trying to check on him as you guys go down. You see, didn't say that. You see kids eating, as you head further down.
What do we see those kids eating, Star?
Food. And then in another one, you see it's in a supply closet and there are two people getting busy. And then you continue down.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pressed up against the two-way glass.
Does like the Titanic hand thing.
Yeah, it's steaming up.
Hot.
You all see titties and are like, wow. As you continue down. Everyone feels something. And you eventually do a little kerchunk as it stops and the gate opens. You are far underground. There is a wooden pathway, it looks like. And it kind of goes down a couple steps and then further in. And then there is just a door with two gargoyles on either side of it. Like, this guy was like, I don't have any aesthetic, but the only aesthetic is going to be two giant gargoyles outside my fucking door.
Man.
You guys are here.
Let's do this.
Gonna keep a gun armed.
Indy
Right.
reloads her pistols.
Kiki pulls out her blade again.
What? Head forward. Who goes for the door?
Kiki, probably.
Door is unlocked. You push it inward. There's a big... As you see a big desk with a big plush chair behind it. Files everywhere on the floor scattered. Papers on the desk that have important notes written on them. No one inside from what you can see.
Asmus is going and sitting his fat ass on the desk.
Yeah, Kiki's gonna go in and she's gonna start looking everywhere for anywhere this man could be hiding or like finding a way out from.
Okay. Give me a roll to look around for anyone who would like to look around.
I'm gonna push myself for that one.
Gotcha.
Got a 4 for survey.
Okay.
Hey, that's a 6.
3 and a
Indy's-
2.
Oh. Indy's standing in the door with the guns ready to do the thing. That's a 6, 2, and a 1.
You're keeping an eye out for movement, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, that's the idea, is the movement.
Kiki, you're looking specifically for a person, so you are not paying attention to documents or anything. You've got your eyes set on a prize. Adonis, what did you roll?
It was 4.
4? Okay. You, Adonis, you are keeping an eye out. You are mainly monitoring Kiki and everything around her to make sure that no one ambushes her. Your thought is protection at this moment. While Asmus, you lean back on the desk, look over, you kind of like, and your hand slips on a piece of paper. You go, oh, shit, and pull it out, and it is a receipt for 1 ticket to the Golden Crow, an expensive train that carries the richest passengers through Akaros. It's a one-way trip to the Imperial City for 1 month from today. You pull it out, stand up a little bit, and as you move to sit back in the chair, the chair tips back, and you fully just fall, what? And as you're falling back, you look up at the bottom of a filing cabinet, essentially, and see a secret compartment that has been taken from it. And in the notes, it says, to contain Zarius. There is a chain that is broken from it, and it looks like a suitcase was in there and was taken out.
He's gonna like get off the chair and like go and squat so he can like see it better, and then he's gonna be like, "Eyes, you might want to come and take a look at this."
Adonis is like gonna look at Kiki and then like slowly go over to Asmus and look.
This isn't good.
Kiki?
Hmm?
I think we might be too late.
We don't know that. I mean,
It can't be.
I don't think it's too late, and he's gonna hold up the receipt. This is receipt for the train.
so Indy rolled, oh, I don't remember what I rolled.
You rolled a
I know
6.
there's a 6 in
or
there.
2 in
Yeah.
Yeah. You were keeping an eye out for movement was the main thing I was keeping an eye on. So you
Yeah.
didn't see
Yeah.
you didn't see any movement. I will say you see a hatch that has been lifted up, and it looks like this person has already left. They left probably 30 minutes ago.
Mm.
To get to where they would be impossible without the proper equipment.
I don't think we can make it unless one of you guys can make us really fast. Wait, I have an idea.
Invent roller skates. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. Wait, so I want to climb up there.
I'm up where?
To the hatch?
It's a hatch in the ground.
Oh, I for some reason I heard hatch in the sky. Okay.
Oh no, you're fine.
I want to go
like
to the hatch. Yeah. I want to go to the hatch.
Okay.
I'll open it. I will look in it.
Okay. You look in it. It is a tube that goes straight down, and then a long winding pathway. You put your head down in it, and you see a red laser down there, and then another red laser, and then another red laser, another red laser, and then a blue laser, and then a red laser.
Is it a straight path?
No, it goes off. You stick your head down there, and you see that it's a dirt path that goes like in multiple directions. Like,
okay.
There crisscrosses.
Asmus is going to grab something off the desk and throw it into the lasers.
Okay. You pick up a little desk tag thing, and as you're throwing it, you see that it does not say Chauncey, and that it does indeed say Cyrus Blackmore as you throw it down there.
He very much.
Does it? You hear it goes down. It barely touches the ground before there's a big pew and an explosion, and then there's fire down there.
Okay.
Asmus is looking around for a little switch that would turn it off.
I mean, there's a little switch in the library right now.
Damn, that was so
That
good.
was so good.
That was so quick. Yeah. Oh my god. Type it now. Type it.
There's a little switch in the library.
For a second.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Roll to find a little
that
switch.
is a 5.
You look around.
Look at Adonis.
You look
He's
around.
not little.
You find a switch underneath the desk, and you flick it, and it turns the lights off. And then you click it again, and the lights come back on. And you flick it again, and the lights go back off. And you're like, ah, well.
God dang it. Like, why does this switch here? Like, okay then.
It is an odd placement. I would say both. I would say, Indy, you look at the train ticket information for the Golden Crow, and you're like, this is the most expensive rich people Pasho train to get on. It transports like the rich people going from city to city.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys kind of know that if he's gone now, there's a very low chance to get him right now. The next time he'll be on land, have the date of, and a location. What's the plan now?
If he's going somewhere else, we can try to split up. Some of us can go after him, and other people stay here to take down whatever his name is, Blackmore.
I'll say also, you know that the Imperial City is just a 2-day trip.
That's true. I'm so we know he's on a boat. Like, he went to a boat.
Yes. You do have one person who has access to boats, but he is on a hunting trip.
I got access to boats too.
Not to boats that could get you that far out in the Inky Sea.
True. Because we're just going to the Imperial City, right?
Why are we going to the Imperial City, though? That's where he's going to be going.
To get him.
But he's not at the Imperial City.
By the time we get to the Imperial City, he's going to be. Okay?
Could also go on the train that he's going on.
Yeah,
No,
no,
Oh,
but
shit,
money?
yeah.
We got
that's what I'm
train
saying.
money?
Criminals.
Indy could get train money. What I'm saying
True,
is
for
the
daddy.
train is at the end of the. But Indy's got money. At the end of the month, though, is when this is happening. Not right now. He's on a boat right now. He's not going to the Imperial City right now.
No, not until the end of the month.
Yeah.
Do we want to wait it out until he comes back to go onto the train?
That'd be the smartest. We can ambush him before he gets on the train. That way we...
Speaking
Speaking
of,
of trains!
Guys, the train's already here. Making this. No, sorry.
We gotta ambush him before he gets on the train. That way we don't waste money on trains.
I say we get on the train.
And
I
then-
love a train heist.
Honestly,
That's a
like, break this
lot of
news to
money.
me.
That's going to be like
Indy's
6
got
coins
money.
for each person. You
How
got
much
6
would you
coins for each
say?
person?
How much would you say it is, Star?
I'm gonna look at money
Indy
real quick.
would know. Indy would know how much
Indy
it
would
is.
know. The coin. 3 coin for each person.
Easy.
And we guess we're going on a train.
At the
Oh, we
end
need
of
to
the
get-
month. Like, this
Yeah.
is, you
We
know,
would need
we could
to get the
3
tickets
coin.
now.
That's where we'll start next time.
Hey!
Hey, we'll see you next time for episode 5, the penultimate episode of Thicker Than Water, where we do a train heist. We'll see you
Train
then.
heist, train heist, train heist,
Bye.
train heist, train heist, train heist.
Heist. So we had sexy moments, we had funny moments, we had panic attack moments. We love it.
We
Well-rounded.
had all the feelings.